In this video, I'm going to show you how to fix levator scapula pain for good. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, Dr. Rowe coming to you from SpineCare in St. Joseph, Michigan. In this video, we're going to focus on fixing a tight and achy levator scapula muscle, a big instigator of upper back and neck pain. When this muscle becomes strained and irritated, you can get a lot of pain from the top of the shoulder blade into the shoulder into the side of the neck. It usually comes about from tightness and weakness in the muscle. So to make getting relief easy, I'm going to break the video up into two separate parts. In the first part, we're going to focus on stretching with a combination self-massage to get quick pain relief. In the second part, we're going to focus on getting rid of it for good by strengthening the muscle and some more muscles to help support it. Both parts work just a little bit differently, but when you put them together, you get the best of everything. So go through them all and use what gives you the most relief. As a bonus, all of the exercises can be done at home, require no special equipment, and you may find give quick pain relief even within 30 seconds. So let's get started and fix that levator scapula pain for good. So in this part, we're going to focus on getting quick pain relief by targeting muscle tightness. That's muscle knots, spasms, and trigger points. This will be a combination of stretching with a self-massage to take it to the next level. These are perfect to do throughout the day anytime that you feel neck pain or headaches starting to build. So let's focus first on stretching and lengthening the levator scapula muscle with what is known as the armpit sniffer. Whatever side that you're having pain, let's say it's your right side, turn your head in the opposite direction to look over your shoulder as much as you can. When you can't go any further, take your hand on the non-painful side, hook the back of your head, passively pull your chin downward towards your armpit. You'll feel a deep stretch forming from the top of the shoulder blade into the shoulder into the side of the neck. Hold this one comfortably for about 20 seconds. You're just going to relax. On the next repetition, try to stretch into it just a little bit more. I like to do this one 3 to 5 times. If you would like to take this one to the next level, you can turn it into an active stretch to hit the muscle just a little bit differently. So with this one, let's get back into our stretch, but straighten the arm on the painful side and now scoop forward with your shoulder blade. It's really important that we scoop with our shoulder blade on this one. Reach across your body towards the floor. You'll notice the muscle fire just a little bit differently. Hold this one 3 to 5 seconds. You're just going to relax. And now what you're going to do is scoop the shoulder blade backward and reach overhead in the opposite direction. So we went from our left and now we're scooping backward towards our right. Hold for 3 to 5 seconds, release it, and then try to repeat this one 10 to 15 times in both directions. From there, I like to build into my self-massage to really target muscle knots, spasms, trigger points that might be causing our pain. For this one, we need to locate the levator scapula muscle, which can be a little bit tricky. So where it is right below our upper trapezius, this big muscle on the top of the shoulder, and it kind of goes down right through here onto the top of the shoulder blade. So what I need to do is take my fingers and just crawl down until I find the top of the shoulder blade. If you're unable to find that, just raise and lower your shoulder up and down like this. You'll start to notice the top of that shoulder blade starts to come up and down, and you're able to locate it pretty easily. So once you find it, you want to hook in the muscle right above the top of the shoulder blade. And if this muscle is strained and inflamed, you can get a lot of referred pain that shoots up the side of the neck, even towards the eyes. So press in there lightly, not to the point where it's causing a headache. But now you can do that armpit sniffer stretch while massaging in there at the same time. And this usually feels really, really good. So give that a try for about 15 to 20 seconds. Relax, and if it feels like it's helping out, you can definitely throw in some more sets. But I like to move over different spots too, because any spot that you feel needs more tension, you want to spend some more time over that and really break up any tightness, because that usually will offer you more relief. You can also do the active stretch at the same time while doing that, so give that a try and see if it helps you out just a little bit more. But how I like to take the self-massage to the next level is by using a tennis ball. And for this one, I like it because it hits a wider area and the tennis ball does all the hard work for us. So what I'm going to do is place a tennis ball right over that area of the levator scapula, go next to a wall, and then lean into it with our body weight. Press in there where you're going to have a very good self-massage, but again, no headache. From there, let's build into our armpit sniffer. Once we get a very deep stretch going, put all of your body weight onto your heels and do a slight squatting motion. So bend your knees
and just roll your body up and down that ball, and it usually feels really, really good. So I like to do this for about 15 to 20 seconds, just relax, and then throw in a couple more repetitions if it is helping. You can also experiment by going side to side. You can do circular motions, any movement that you feel hits it just a little bit better. You can also do that active stretch at the same time. But go through all of these motions. If any of them feel like they're helping you out just a little bit more, throw more repetitions in. And I do recommend whatever you do on one side to switch to the other to keep them both in balance. So one of the best ways to get long-lasting levator scapula pain relief is by strengthening the muscle itself. Here's a very easy strengthening exercise I call the levator scapula raise. For this one, we just need a simple weight. You can use a water bottle, you can use a milk jug with a handle. If you do have dumbbells around the house, use those. They work perfectly for this exercise. So let's start off by getting into position. You're going to start seated at the edge of a chair with very good upright posture. Doesn't matter what side you start with because we're going to do it on both. But grab your weight. What we need to do is start to fire the muscle before we get into this exercise. So I'm going to focus on drawing my shoulder and shoulder blade forward or anterior. Kind of think about scooping with your shoulder blade forward until you start to feel the upper trapezius right here start to fire and that levator scapula muscle right below it. So our focus on this exercise, top of the shoulder and then towards the top of the shoulder blade. Once we feel that, what I'm going to do is slowly raise my shoulder upward towards the ceiling. You'll really feel that muscle start to fire. If you don't, really experiment with different angles of the shoulder until you start to feel that muscle start to fire. But you want to hold this one for about 5 seconds. You're just going to relax. And then what you want to do on the next repetition is build into it just a little bit more. Really focus on trying to shrug that shoulder up as much as you can. But I like to do this one for about 10 to 15 repetitions. And then from there, I just take a breather and then repeat this for 3 to 5 sets. To make it more challenging, just progress into using heavier weights. And again, whatever you do on one side, always switch to the other to keep them both in balance. So here's a really easy strengthening exercise that you can do daily that doesn't require any equipment. This is known as the shrugging liftoff, and it's going to target a lot of muscles in a short amount of time, including the upper trapezius and those levator scapula muscles. For this one, we just need a smooth wall. Start off by facing the wall, having your chest flush against it for support. We're going to do a basic shrugging motion. So reach overhead with your arms as much as you can, and use your fingertips right here to crawl upward towards the ceiling. When you can't go any further, really focus on shrugging upwards as much as you can. You should feel a lot of muscles firing in between the shoulder blades, the upper back, and the shoulders and the neck. Hold this one comfortably for 5 seconds. You're just going to relax. On the next repetition, challenge yourself to shrug up even more. I try to do this one for 10 repetitions. If you want to make this one more challenging, step away from the wall so you don't have the support to do this, or you can start to use weights like dumbbells. The more weight that you use, the stronger those muscles will get. So really try to challenge yourself to progress into using things like dumbbells during this exercise. Let's build into the lift-off portion to target a little bit more muscles and hopefully get better results. So let's get back into our original position with our chest flush against the wall. This time around, I'm going to reach upward as much as I can. When I can't go any further, I'm then going to lift my arms and hands off the wall. So I'm reaching backward as much as I can. The key with this one is to pinch the shoulder blades in the back and try to open up the chest as much as you can. I feel a lot firing. Again, a 5-second hold. You're just going to relax and then build into it just a little bit more in the next repetition. Try to do this one also for 10 complete times. From there, you can then experiment with different positions of the arms to target more muscles and take this one to the next level. So again, I'm going to get back into my original position with my chest against the wall. This time around, I'm going to reach off to my side, so I'm kind of like creating a T with my arms. We're going to then rotate our hands so our thumbs are pointing away from us, kind of like a hitchhiker sign, and the inner part of my hands right here are flush against that wall. From there, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to lift my arms backward, pinching my shoulder blades, opening up that chest as much as I can. 5-second hold. I'm just going to relax and then repeat this one up to 10 times. You can also do a Y shape with your arms to again hit the muscles a little bit differently. So press into it as much as you can and then lift off, and you're really going to feel a lot firing in the upper back with this one. This is a good one to target in between the shoulder blades too. 5-second hold, you're just going to relax, repeat that one up to 10 times. Go through all of those motions. If you feel like one is really targeting that area of the trapezius and the levator scapula a little bit more, throw more repetitions in at that point, or you can do another set or two. If the exercises helped, please support the channel by giving this video a like and maybe subscribing too. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching.